mind, the blind leading the blind leading the blind, the sign of the giant, parasite, the mind, the blind leading the
This is the value of wrestling, the revolutionary force in wrestling podcasting.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, what in the world has gone wrong with everything here? It's not good. Let's see here. There we go. Maybe that's it. Okay, not perfect, but let's go over here and let's fix this up. I don't know what happened to your face on here, but we're gonna fix it out. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I'm the big time, joined with the big man, Mr. Z, and we're right here on the Value of Wrestling with the IWCP, the Independent Wrestling Community Podcast, where we're going to talk about everything independent wrestling. We got a lot of big news, a lot of things to talk about. We're going to get it all started and get into the party. This is all going to be about independent wrestling. If you're here, chime in, join in the chat, join in the conversation. If you're part of an independent wrestling company or you're an independent wrestling wrestler, let us know. Say hello. We'd also love to have any independent wrestlers on this channel that would love to talk about what they're doing, what's going on, or any major promoters in anywhere. If you're not following us on Instagram, which I hope shortly our social media team will make sure all this stuff is posted out so you can follow us and catch up. And follow us on Instagram for sure. Follow us on Twitter, the Big Time Val and Miguel Z Val, VOW. Is a great place to reach out to us as we're putting this out everywhere. And get ready for another great episode. We had episode 1 last week. This is episode 2, and we are excited to talk all about it. Yes, thank you, Esteban. Thank you for the love there. We are the best podcast for sure. And don't say we're the only podcast in the area. Anyways, I know a lot of people are getting ready for tomorrow. Tomorrow night's going to be a big thing. Jake Paul and Mike Tyson finally tied up. I know Mr. Z is going to be busy with SmackDown, this, and everything else in his life. So, I think it'll be a busy night. Wow, the man that needs to be in like 20 places at one time. If you want to be at the Jake Paul Tyson fight, you got to be at a play, you got to be home to watch SmackDown to give a report on it. And then we both want to be in Petaluma tomorrow for a big event being brought to you by Phoenix Pro Wrestling, PPW, out of Petaluma, doing a big event at the Phoenix Theater in Petaluma. Ladies and gentlemen, it is PPW's 10th anniversary show, a huge show, a big show for a lot of things. The Phoenix Theater presents 10 years of live professional wrestling, Friday, November 15th, tomorrow night. First bell is at 8 p.m. Chop Tour. Yes, the Choppy Tour. We'll pick up. We'll get into that shortly here. We got a couple big announcements about that. But yeah, it's going to be fun as we get things together. I know things may be a little slow on the other connection side, but enjoy it for the moment while we get caught up. But yes, Petaluma, California tomorrow night. PPW 10-year anniversary shows some solid matches. Drake Frost, Eliza Hammer, Ray Kalaya, and OC Hayes going to tie up for the Kyle Cup quarter Battle Royal qualifier. The new faces of Death and Christina Von Eerie will team up to take on Lost Treasures and Laura Frazier. The Appeal going to take on Money, Power, and Respect. If you don't know, you should know about all of them. The Appeal, big names in SPW, Money, Power, and Respect. We've seen them at Rebel Warrior Championship Wrestling. And of course, the PPW Championship belt will be on the line when Sanders takes on Midas Creed. Midas Creed definitely making the rounds around the independent wrestling circuit all over the place. And of course, in a steel cage match for the 10-year anniversary, this is a California Station steel cage match. It's a grudge match. It's going to be for the Cruiserweight title as Daniel Torch defends his title against Kenny K, the last spine bender, who we saw at Rebel Warriors Championship Wrestling in an amazing victory in that main event of Rebel Warriors Championship Wrestling Fall of Fury at the beginning of the month. November, a hot time in wrestling, a cold season finally. The nice cooler weather is here. But yes. So if you want to know, the first 100 people who show up for the show can possibly get a PPW trading card. The doors will open at 7:30. Bell rings at 8 p.m. Tickets are $20 for general admission. Children 12 and under is $10. Their tickets, of course, are always going to be filed on most sites, or most of these wrestling companies do it with eventbrite.com. So check that out. And the big news that I do have under some authority is the one, the only Legend of Legends, a legendary name in independent wrestling, a samurai himself, the sexy grandpa. And if you don't know, well, you should get to know. But yeah, Sir Samurai will be on that card and has wrestled all 10 years and been on every single show that they have brought PPW. And if you were at the last show, then you know that Sir Samurai said he was done. He is resigning. Could this be the end of an era? 10 years, every single show. Sir Samurai was there. Will this be his last chance to be seen at PPW at Phoenix Pro Wrestling? Ladies and gentlemen, that is enough of a reason to be there. He will be in the dark match. From what I understand, anything's possible. Anything could happen, but this is what we got going on. Is this going to be Sir Samurai's final match with Phoenix Pro Wrestling in Petaluma? I believe it's going to be at the Phoenix Theater. All the information's there. Go check it out. A big show tomorrow. No. We're gonna have to get you hooked up with Sir Samurai one day and see if you can run like he does. We'll see if you can do the triathlon like he does one day when that foot gets nice and healthy. I can hear you fine. There might be some lag.
No, everything's locked up.
Okay, now talk.
Locked up.
Can we hear him now?
Check. 1 2 1 2.
Hopefully that solves the issue. I've been hearing you, but I guess they haven't been hearing you. Oh, that's why we need a team. Someday, one day, soon enough, they'll all be here. We'll be rocking like it's going out of style. Somebody will update us in a minute. I think we're a little lagging behind, but things should be coming back to normal level. All right. Anyways, you were saying.
There it is. Okay, we're good.
You were saying
that, sexy grandpa. They don't call him that for no reason. They don't call him the sexy grandpa for no reason. He's an Iron Man. He does triathlons. If he's not wrestling all over the place, that man has been to states that there a lot of people dream of getting to. You see him everywhere. I remember when I started watching independent wrestling, when I started going to these shows long before the podcast was even in its infancy, before you and our former teammate started all this. I remember seeing his 1000th match. Like, he was already at match 1000 when I was going to these shows. So, I mean, if this is an end of an era, I mean, that man, he deserves every ounce of credibility that's given to him.
No, and if you're going to be in Petaluma tomorrow, that's a big reason to be there. Tyson Tyson versus Jake Paul. You're going to get to see that everywhere. You're going to hear about it. It's going to be chitter chattered. You're not going to miss anything there. But if you're in Petaluma or out in the Bay Area or anywhere near, or just want to go see Samurai and what could be his last match with PPW, Phoenix Pro Wrestling, that's a big calling. Other things should be put on hold. It could be a true end of an era,
Right.
at least for them.
I mean, hell, if I search back into the logs that I have, if I can find that hard drive that I had, that I don't know where it's at the moment. I have pictures of him in barefoot thumbtack matches with Bobby Hart
Jesus.
and Timothy Thatcher. So yeah, he's a savage. You got to give the sexy grandpa his dues on those.
Yes. Well, and when you talk about Timothy Thatcher, you can talk about his deep-rooted history with SPW as he ran through there. I mean, legendary name through SPW's history. Timothy Thatcher, a big part of SPW history, no doubt.
Oh yeah, Supreme Pro Wrestling. I mean, he's wrestled at All Pro Wrestling when the late Roland Alexander was running it out of Hayward, California. I think that was during the era of Beyond the Mat, I believe, when all that was going down. Yeah, Thatcher was a staple in California for sure.
Oh yeah, he wrestled
Now
for
you
many.
can see him at you can see him everywhere now. I mean, I think the next card you'll see him on is Josh Barnett's Bloodsport, I believe, is the next one you'll see him on.
There you go. But yeah, Timothy Thatcher, a big name for SPW, debuting in September of 2005 with SPW, losing to Drake Smith. Of course, Thatcher would grow on to become SPW heavyweight champion and carrying that title for 518 days. Went on the 15th of November. I wonder if that was their annual Still Hungry show back in the day. I don't know. But on September 11th, 2009, he would win that title and he'd go on to reign for 518 days. And the crazy thing is, guess who he beat for that title on November 15th, 2009?
Oh. You're going to have to go ahead and shoot it because that was
Samurai.
a long time ago.
Sir Samurai.
Woo!
In that reign, yes. Very impressive reign.
Wow.
The reason we make all these connections is because SPW is Still Hungry, the big event coming up this Sunday, November 17th at the SPW Arena, as we love to call it, or the World Indoor Soccer Arena in Elk Grove, California, right there at the end of Kent Street. Get off of Elk Grove Boulevard, make that right onto Kent Street, keep driving, and then veer slightly to your left, and bada bing, bada boom, there's the big soccer building to your right. Pull around, park, and get ready for the best wrestling action you're going to see in Northern California this Sunday when SPW brings you Still Hungry. And don't forget to bring out all those non-perishable foods, cans of food. If you got cans of food, let us know. We'll pick them up. We got 2 more days. If anybody wants to get rid of some canned food, some non-perishable foods, wants help in a needy cause, reach out to us. We will get it there. We will make it fun. And if you're going to be there, let's bring in all the canned food we can. Let's load up truckload after truckload after truckload of food for the people in need this holiday season, and hopefully beyond.
I was going to say, yeah, like I said, we got it's your ride, and we already carry a lot of stuff. But you know what? We'll make room for those canned goods. Any food you want to bring to help the community out.
Hey, if we got to load up the car and we got to tie Mr. Z to the top of the car, we're good to go. We got straps and bungees and everything, you know. We can make it happen. We'll dress him up like we'll dress him up like 49er Santa and let him ride on the top, and he can sing Christmas songs for that hour drive up.
Go.
No. But the reason we bring up Reigns with this, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, you're gonna strap me down on a rocking chair like Grandma from Beverly Hillbillies.
You mean like
That's horrible.
we can get a rocking chair? They got them at Home Depot, the nice ones too. We can get you all set up. SPW Still Hungry this Sunday, November 17th. Going to be a fun time. You need to be there. The reason we're talking about title reigns, because we've been talking about one of the longest title reigns in the company, a young man who needs to be being watched severely by WWE. It was put out earlier on Twitter. If you haven't seen our, or X, whatever you want to call it, if you haven't seen, we are big supporters, and we think the next name that should be in the WWE ID system is the one and only, the Dark Fox, the Obsidian Adonis, Illumide. Illumide, just a marvelous talent. If you know, you know. If you don't know, you need to come out on November 17th, this Sunday, to Still Hungry, to see this man as he defends the SPW heavyweight title again. This man has been reigning as SPW heavyweight champion for 397 days. So by the 17th, he will be on a 400-day reign. A 400. Do you people understand that? In just 3 days, which will be Sunday, which is SPW Still Hungry, Illumide will be carrying that title for 400 days. What a reign that has to be for somebody like that.
Well, I mean, you got to stay like, from what we've seen day one when we stepped into Lemonade and seen this man, a dominant champion running through all contenders. Who's left? Honestly.
Well, I mean, Illumidate's had a lot of great challenges. We thought Jekyll's would be one of the biggest challenges in his career. He's taken on the metal mechanic Bobby Callahan at Still Hungry. But who can take that title off Illumidate? Maybe we're going to have to talk about, now that we know, or we believe we know. I don't have 100% confirmation. I'm going to go off of what Cage Match is telling us here, since most people seem to believe in Cage Match. But apparently, the longest reigning SPW heavyweight champion, according to their records, with an 860-day reign. And if you're watching, big guy, we appreciate you. And if this information's not correct, reach out to us, let us know. But the big man himself, maybe this is the man that Illumide needs to get in the ring and tie it up with. He won the title on the 15th of December in 2019 and reigned with that title until the 23rd of April 2022. So he won it in December, went all the way to what I believe would have been the anniversary show in 2022. An 860-day reign. Drake Frost, the Frost Experience, the man, the myth, the legend. We love us some Frosty. But Drake Frost, longest reigning champion, apparently. And if Frost is watching, maybe he can clarify if that is accurate. I'm going to go based on what Cage Match says, because I would definitely believe what they say in accuracy.
They wow. I mean, if I'm correct, and I do remember that reign very well, most of it. I think he even had his own custom title during that reign. Like, that was legit. That was a legit reign.
Wow.
I mean, Frost, that's a solid dude. That's a solid big man.
Well, I mean, if we look back, we know that Illuminate defended that title against Jekyll's at Ghouls, Frights, and Wrestling Tights. We go to, I believe he defended at Plead the Fifth, if I recall. That's not on here. But he defeated Marcus Lewis at Lemonade. He's fought Daniel Torch, Anthony Nova, Jack Tracy, Scoot Robinson for that title. That's just in 2024 alone. Alex Ace back at last year's Hostile Holiday Takeover. He beat Brian Kendrick last year at Still Hungry. So he's taking on some great names in his title reign.
Wow.
As champion. So, I mean, there you go. Some big names there.
I mean, wow. Folks, you need to get down there this Sunday and watch this man, because like we've already tweeted out and we've made it known, if there's anybody they should be watching right now, putting them on ID, that it'd be him.
Oh yeah, he is definitely
Can you
somebody
imagine?
that needs to be a part of the WWID. I mean,
Young, hungry, a great mind to work with and mold into what you need him to be. Yeah, that's solid.
no, it is. It is very much a solid, very much true, a very much fact. Um, it's crazy. And of course, if we're gonna talk about WWE ID, we got to talk about a man who's already been ID'd. In the cartwheel Jack Summit. Of course, if we know, we know Jack Cartwheel is a big name. We saw him at the AEW show in San Jose, live in action in a great match against AR Fox. But yeah, he is going to be at SPW Still Hungry. And you should know that if you watch the preview for the Scoop with Scoop. Breaking news, he's going to take on Midas Creed.
Mm-hmm.
So some big news there.
Ooh, wow. Yeah, when I seen who he's taking on, I was like, that's gonna be a hell of a match. That is gonna be a great match. I mean, we got to spend time with this man and listen to this man break it down for the younger talent, the hungry talent. I mean, just ears open, mouth shut, just hanging on every word this man had to bring to the table and what he's learning from the ID system.
Yeah, no, it was awesome to sit with him and listen to him talk, and we can't wait to talk to him again and get some more information. And maybe if all the world seems right and all the things align like the planets, there may be a possibility that we can get the one and only Jack Summit right here on the Value Wrestling for a big interview. But there is a big possibility. Let's talk about the Choppy World Tour because people are talking about it. Still Hungry. Lots of events going on. Will there be another Choppy event at Still Hungry? It's waiting to be seen. Will the big man get chopped again? Will another name add themselves into the Hall of Fame of the Choppy or the Choppy Hall of Fame? It's all about to come. And of course, there is a name that definitely is signed up coming December 8th at Barrios Toys, Roseville, California. Ladies and gentlemen, come out and meet Lucha Santa. Get your picture taken. The kids can get some free toys. They're raising money. Check us out across the board. Help raise money. Help raise awareness for Lucha Santa. They got some great shirts. West Coast Designs and Collectible Stampede. Check them out. They got some great shirts for Lucha Santa. And all the money from that pre-sale going on right now is going to go to help get toys for these children in need who might need a holiday present this season. That's going on December 8th, and it looks like Lucha Santa has agreed to sign up to sign his name into the Choppy Hall of Fame. So before the year's out, we're going to add at least 2 more names.
I swear, if this gets me on the good list, because we all know I'm pretty solid on the naughty at this point in my life, this got to get me on the nice side of the list, hopefully. But I know that the Value of Wrestling is on Lucha Santa's nice list, at least.
Yeah. Yes, we are on Lucha Santa's good list this time going around. We've seen that, and that has been awesome to see. So we can't wait to see that. And of course, there may be more choppies. We still have some events to take care of this year. So who knows? We may have to reach out to some names. I know there's a big man that probably should really chop the big man. I don't know if the big man would survive this chop, but I mean, maybe we need to get the message out to Journey Pod 2 to do the choppy.
Oh.
What?
Oh no.
The South Pacific Savages. We're gonna be crossing their paths again real soon. And yeah.
I know it's crazy. Like this time last year we were just dreaming. And now we have been busier than ever.
Yeah, so we're only getting busier. Great. And we got so many great names that are big supporters, whether it's West Coast Designs and Collectible Stampede, SPW, and all the fans over there who love us, and all the gentlemen and all the girls and all the people over there that just support us and welcome us with open arms. Realm Warriors Championship Wrestling, all the people were there who opened their arms to us, and all the great stars came over and chatted with us at Fall of Fury. To all the names that are coming forward, you can't forget our good friend Chupacabra now. Going from a fan, Mr. Z here, going from a fan to almost a buddy. He's invited us out. That's got to be crazy. I mean, I guess, how does it make you feel sometimes to say, you know, I was watching these guys, and now you're actually like interviewing these guys, and they know who you kind of are, and they're inviting you to other events, and just being a fan that's paying $20, maybe cheaper back in the day, to walk in the building and watch this show and just be mesmerized. Now you're on this whole different trajectory. And how does it feel sometimes to be, I mean, how does it feel to stand with El Chupacabra at an event like Realm Warriors Championship Wrestling? And what's up, Bishop? Thank you for stopping by.
Wow. No, you know what? It's very humbling because, you know, I got to see these guys do the work they've done years ago, and then to be on the other side of the mic for a change and talking to them. It's very humble, very respectful, and very grateful for them to stop by and have the conversations with us. It's like I tell everybody, if we're coming to your building, we have nothing but respect. And you let us know what we could do and what we can't do, and we'll make sure that we take all direction from there.
Dude.
And I mean, look at the doors that have been opened, and they just keep opening more.
No, and it's an exciting time, and we have lots of fun, and we enjoy it, and we definitely try to stay very humble and appreciative to every opportunity we get, because it's just another opportunity. The next thing, we understand that we are being welcomed into a world, kind of being outsiders, but we are being very welcomed into this world on many different levels. And of course, when you see somebody like Bishop Dorian dropping by, who, if y'all don't remember, we saw at Collectible Stampede, and we may be seeing on Saturday, November 23rd, so not this Saturday, but the very next Saturday, when y'all boys are going to show up at the Ugly Dojo event in Vacaville, California. That's really, it's going to be fun. I know Mr. Z's excited about that one. A lot of names on that card we're going to get to run into again, have a lot of fun. We're going to be there doing our thing and making things amazing, and just helping out Ugly Dojo with everything they do, because they have a lot of great talent, and you know, the names run deep. We appreciate them for opening the doors to us to come out and check it out and do our thing. And that is part of why we started this show, is because we are getting connected to so many of these at least locals. And recently I just saw a independent company out of PA that added us on Instagram, so who knows, we won't expand and blow up. But that Ugly Dojo show is going to be a fun one too.
Oh yeah, I mean, the card alone, like I said, that's the price of admission. Like if these matches don't get you hyped to make an hour, 45-minute drive, go have dinner with the family, and then take them to a wrestling show to end the night off. I mean,
and we're going to be here next Thursday. Yeah, and we're going to be here next Thursday, and we're going to really be pushing this, because that's going to be the next main event we're going to, and it's going to be great. But I mean, this card is stacked. I mean, when you look at the names, like we said, Bishop Dorian's going to be there. You have Loverboy Leo, Travis Alexander, the Metal Mechanic Bobby Callahan, Malcolm Flex, our boy, one of our favorite buddies, who we always love to see everywhere we go, Chima, of course, the South Pacific Savages, who Mr. Z is always excited to see. Let alone, we're going to see Lou Devereaux. I'll get that name 100% one day. Taking on our boy, the Dark Fox, Illumide in action. Dante Daring going to go up against Chupacabra. That's just that. I mean, those names and those I mean, the South Pacific Savages, worth the price of admission. Illumide, Lou Devereaux, worth price of admission. Chupacabra, Dante Daring, worth the price of admission. Thurza and Jason Xavier going to tie it up for the Ugly Dojo Championship. All of it. I mean, there's not a name that I wouldn't say that it's going to be well worth the $20 to get in the door and have a wonderful evening. That show, doors open at 6:30, bell time at 7 p.m. at Three Oaks Community Center in Vacaville, California. check the description box below. All those links should be there to help you get all the information and get connected with all these major companies. But yeah, just know that your boys will be there for that event for sure. We're excited for that one.
Unbelievable. It just, like I said, folks, like I said, it was all a dream. Now it's it's reality, and we're going all day. This is how we roll now.
No, it's definitely going to be fun. It's going to be a great time. Of course, we need to really focus on what is coming up this Sunday, because this Sunday, we talked about what's going on tomorrow, Friday, Phoenix Pro Wrestling over in Petaluma. Great card, great match. If you've got the time, if you're not going to sit and watch Tyson versus I don't, not Logan Paul, but Jake Paul. Jake Paul. See, Jake Paul don't mean a whole lot to me. I respect Logan Paul because he's came into his sport and just as much as we try to be, it looks like he's been very humbled and willing to learn and progress. So that's my take there. But if you're not doing anything tomorrow night, get out to Petaluma, California. Get out to Phoenix Pro Wrestling for their big event. I mean, solid event for every reason. And of course, there's a big show going on in Richmond on Saturday. Rich City, something like that. I wish I had that information up in front of me, but that's another event out in the Bay Area. But you know what? SPW, Supreme Pro Wrestling. That is where your boys are going to be shining bright. We need you to get out there. We need to fill this building with capacity, with fans, with canned food, with non-perishable food. This card is stacked from top to bottom. It's going to be an amazing show. It's going to be well worth the drive, well worth the value, because, ladies and gentlemen, from top to bottom, you have Chima and Dante Daring. And if you were at Ghouls, Frights, and Wrestling Tights, you know that Daring turned on his longtime partner, Chima, there. And now Chima and Dante Daring are going to tie it up one-on-one in a major match. That's going to be fun. Scoot Robertson and Guapo Lupe are going to team up as Scoot Guapo Lupe and take on the youngest tag team in SPW. Two young men who are hungry, and they're showing it across the board. You can see these boys almost everywhere, but SPW is a true home to them. You can see these two boys, Aiden Andrew, Bryce Kuza, all day, a crew. That match is going to be explosive. It's going to be amazing. These boys came this close. I mean, they had fingerprints on them tag team titles at Ghouls, Frights, and Wrestling Tights. What are they going to do at Still Hungry with Scoot and Guapo? It's going to be a great time to find out. Lots of title matches. It's SPW Trio Championship match. The title is going to be on the Honor Society of Sure Samurai. Drake Frost and Eliza Hammer will take on Chris Blaze, Patrick Fitzpatrick, and the hardcore icon, the hardcore legend, the ECW legend, the Smoky Mountain Wrestling legend. I mean, you can't talk about this man without talking about Smoky Mountain Wrestling. Mustafa Saeed. That's going to be a hell of a match. And then the SPW Extreme Championship is going to be on the line. A title that another man that we're going to talk about briefly. But yes, Jack Tracy is going to defend that title one more time against Daniel Torch. Daniel Torch coming back to get that title shot that he desperately wants. He didn't get the win in September at Plead the 5th. He was put in a four-way dance at Ghouls, Frights, and Wrestling Tights, where he got injured in the match and was forced out of the match early. Daniel Torch wasn't happy about that, took the comments, and he's going to come back and get one more shot, one more crack. Can Daniel Torch pull it off over Jack Tracy, who was a part of the Appeal, one of the most outstanding factions in professional wrestling? I mean, these four men together can also give you a little bit of the vibes of the Four Horsemen. I mean, there's a standard there that is being set. If there was ever a faction of young men that could be a credible source, I mean, it's right there when you're looking at all four of these men. I mean, there's a little bit of horsemen in what you see there, and Jack Tracy is just a small part of that, along with Nathan Brick and Jason Xavier. And of course, the SPW heavyweight champion, the Dark Fox Illuminate, the Obsidian Adonis. And he's going to be in action. And ladies and gentlemen, you need to come out and see this man in action before time runs out, because he's going to be taking on the Metal Mechanic, Bobby Callahan. And ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be a great time. And those are just some of the great matches. We also know a man that we're going to sit down and interview hopefully before this show. The big star, a legend in his name, all the way from El Paso, Texas, making that trip out here to California, to Elk Grove. Yes, I am talking about the one and only Mexi Macho Tortuga. He's going to make his SPW debut. He's going to fly in from El Paso, Texas, and he is going to give us one hell of an interesting time. It's going to be interesting to see how this all goes down. This is going to be fun. Can't wait to see him in action. All
right.
That is Mexi Macho Tortuga. Is it ole or is it oh yeah?
I think Olay, but
Ole.
it's all good.
Now, Mexi Macho, Mexi Macho Tortuga. If you take off on SPW and I hear ole, I know where you got it from. Go ahead.
Exactly. I was gonna say something, and we cracked the jokes, and it's gonna be, we're right around the corner from Thanksgiving, and you got big man Shima and his former partner in crime. I mean, I got nothing but shades of Bobby Heenan jokes in my head that when he drops that leg on him, I mean, all I could see visually is Heenan drawing the big drumstick and then the mashed potatoes and everything. That's gonna be his poor partner when this is said and done.
Are you saying Chima's thighs are as big as turkey legs?
Have you seen this man? You haven't been chopped by him.
Are you trying to get chopped again by him?
No,
Okay.
no. I'm saying this out of nothing but respect. Out of respect. Because
How do you say, hey, buddy,
we talk about chops and what
how do you say, yeah, buddy, your thighs are as big as turkey legs? How do you say that with respect? I might be willing.
You know what?
I might be willing to pay to see you. I might be willing to pay to see you say that to his face with a straight face. Go ahead. Put your 2 cents out there.
I only say that because I've been watching a lot of old Survivor Series since I've been home on injury, and I'm just like, you know what? You learn from watching tape, and I mean, what better way to learn than from Bobby Heenan and some of the other late broadcasters that have etched their name in commentary history.
No,
So yeah, I couldn't help it. It just made me laugh.
No, it's going to be fun. And yes, we are going to take our game from the commentary table to a higher level this week at SPW Still Hungry. We got to up our game. We are going to be doing a lot. We're going to try and bring you action like you haven't seen it before. It's going to be a new home for SPW on the Value Wrestling. SPW and Value Wrestling have made a partnership, have come together to make something special. And we hope it launches this week and on Sunday at Still Hungry SPW. It should be amazing for sure. Speaking of that, the Value Wrestling is going to be there. We're going to have our table set up, and we're going to be there. We got stickers to give away, so come over and get stickers. We got posters of the big man and me that you can come over for $5. We'll sell you a little poster. We'll even sign it for you, and we even have magnets, ladies and gentlemen. We have magnets. I have some magnets that we're going to be selling hopefully for $1 a piece to make a little money. So if you want a Value Wrestling magnet, come check us out. There you go, Mr. Z's own poster promoting his Rebound podcast. He's excited. But we're going to have all that, and we're going to be doing commentating, and we're going to get some live action. We're going to have, hopefully, Mexi Macho Tortuga in an interview. I hope that we can catch up with Dante Daring before the show and ask Daring why. Hopefully we'll get some information. We'll feel out Chima before the show. And I hope that maybe there's a chance. Will they all be there? I don't know if all the appeal will be there, but if we can sit down and get a talk with Illumide before this big match. Hey, big man. Hey, champ. We'd love to talk to you before the show, before you get in that ring. That'd be a fun time. And another big name, the one match we haven't talked about, the match that you definitely want to come out and see, because this is going to be a once opportunity, possibly, maybe. I can't promise anymore. We have little details. We're trickling in little details. We only know what we can know, and what we do know is that there is a major match going to take place at Still Hungry between two very talented men. One, the Flying Lion Marcus Lewis, who we've seen in action before at Rumble Warriors and SPW. The Flying Lion Marcus Lewis is going to be in action, and he is going to take on Cartwheel Jack Summit. If that name sounds familiar, well, it should, because Jack Summit is a WWID prospect. And this is a chance to come see him. Will this be the last chance? I don't know. It may be your only opportunity to come out and see Jack Summit in action at SPW. We hope that he comes back. We hope he makes a part of a home as this progresses through this. We love to see more of this man. This man is a well-talented man. We've seen him at different shows. I got my first-hand experience when we went to San Jose. Mr. Z has known this man for a little bit and then kept up with him, and we're excited to see this man. We got to sit and listen to some of the stuff he shared with the training class this past Monday, which was a lot of fun. We didn't necessarily get in the ring, but I think, next time we're just going to have to swallow it all down and just get in. I don't think there's any more time to be intrepid. I don't think there's any more time just to stand around and go, I think at some point you just have to do. I think that was one of the big things they talked about. You just got to do it. Don't talk about it. Don't think about it. Just do it. But yes, Cartwheel Jack Summit, the Flying Lion Marcus Lewis, that is going to be a match for the ages at SPW Still Hungry. No doubt about it, ladies and gentlemen. And we're going to be there with all the action.
You want to talk about light heavyweight, man? Woof. You want light heavyweights, man. That is a solid match. We know both men or what they're capable of. Now you're giving them the ring and time. They're going to stun the crowd. They are going to shock the world, blow the roof off, whatever you want to say they're going to do. Because one is on the way to making a name for himself, and the other one needs to be also ID'd at some point because he's an outstanding talent too.
There's a lot of great talent out in California that definitely needs to pick up that ID. I mean, there's some of the biggest names in the future of professional wrestling. Jack Summit already on that list, and I mean, I don't know how much longer you don't expect that Illumide is not on that list. What else can I say?
Is it Sunday yet? How about that?
It is going to be Sunday quicker than you know, ladies and gentlemen. It is going to be crazy because Sunday's going to be here, and it's going to be a crazy time. It's going to be a long day for me and the big man, Mr. Z. We're going to get wild up, ready up, and we are definitely going to be there. It's going to be a day. It's going to be an early day. We got some road travel. We got some last things to get together. Then we got to get there and get everything set up, make everything look pretty because we got a lot to do, a lot of responsibility putting on the Value Wrestling, and we're ready for it. We want it. We will take on more, no doubt about it. But it's going to be awesome time this Sunday at SPW Still Hungry, Elk Grove, California, the World Soccer Indoor Arena. Go ahead.
I was going to say, don't be surprised if you don't see your boys double fist and drinks when we get there. I mean, coffee in one hand, another thumb in the other. It happens.
Really? I don't know where the Tasty Toes moment of the night came from, but we had several here, I think, and that just topped the list. Mr. Z, you just made the list.
Oh,
Tasty Toes, oh Tasty Toes.
That's the learning tree list. I don't want to be on.
No, you made the Tasty. You made the Tasty Toes list again for the 100th time. Hi, caramba. Ladies and gentlemen, if you see can after
It's better to get
can after can of some energy drink from Dutch Brothers on the table, just understand we're doing everything we can. No, this should be a fun time.
Oh man. Oh man.
SPW Still Hungry, November 17th from the Indoor Soccer World Arena in Elk Grove, California. It's right off of Kent Street. Go down Elk Grove Boulevard, turn on to Kent Street, go to the end, jog to the left, a lot of bada bing bang. There you are. Be there. Be there because there are some big names, big future names that are going to be there. If Jack Summit isn't a name that's going to draw your attention, which it already should, everybody should know who this man is. Come out and see him up close and personal, and an opportunity that you're going to get very rarely. This might be a last chance for anybody in this area to possibly meet, greet, get an autograph, get a picture with this man. It's an opportunity to come see this man live and say you were there on that day. And then, of course, like we say, and he said it himself when we sat down and interviewed the talented man, the SPW heavyweight champion, the Dart Fox Illumide, was a treasure and a pleasure to talk to. And this man we are as big of fans of him as he is of us. I mean, he's already requested another interview. But we have so much respect for this man, and we can't wait to see what this man does in the future, because this man is the future. If Tony Khan wanted to wake up and rebuild a next generation, another pillars of AEW, this man would be one of those names that could be right there in the mix. If WWE, Triple H, if William Regal and all these folks want to show up and get to where this can happen, I mean, that's a man. That's a person. That's a name that needs to be on that list. The Dart Fox Illumide, the Obsidian Adonis. There's talent here that is amazing, and you want to come see that in person, along with all the other great names. I mean, you get to see Sir Samurai, which is a living legend in California. Scoots Robertson, Drake Frost, the big man. These are guys who have worked their butts off all around California, making names and making waves, and those are big names. Daniel Torch, if you don't know Torch has got a big name. He is all over the place. If you look up independent wrestling, whether it's Hoodslam, whether it's Total Wrestling Federation, whether it's West Coast or East Bay and all these other companies in the area, Torch is definitely a name that you're going to start seeing on a lot of these cards. So Daniel Torch, a huge name. Midas Creed, another big name that we've talked about. We've seen him all over the place. The Flying Lion, what amazing talent, and so many other names to come. And then, you know, after SPW Still Hungry, we're going to go to Ugly Dojo, and who knows what's next. And then, of course, you know, December is going to roll around. We got Lucha Santa and that big event on a Saturday, December 8th. That's going to be fun. And then every third Sunday is always SPW. So we know the Christmas show, the holiday, the hostile holiday, or whatever that show may be, is going to be a banger of a show.
Yep.
Coming up in December.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be action-packed. It's going to be fun. We're going to hit the ground running, and we're going to go fast, and we're going to run out of 2024 and run faster into 2025, because we are doing some things, and we're going to start off 2025 with a huge bang. The Fighting Spirit Pro Wrestling is going to have Danhausen on January 4th. Will we be there? I don't know. It's still up in the air. We're going to talk some more. We know SPW is going to have some amazing shows. We know Stockton Con is coming February 15th and 16th. Realm of Warriors' first show of 2025 is going to be around that same time period. So that's going to be going on. We're waiting for the next Collectible Stampede show. There is so much stuff that is going to be happening in 2025. Weekends may be busy for most of them. It's going to be a fun time as we take on all these new challenges. And this is the place you want to find out about it. If we are going to be involved, if there's something big going on in the independent wrestling community, you want to watch the Independent Wrestling Community Podcast right here with the big man, Mr. Steve, myself, the medium-sized man, big time. We're going to rock it. We're going to break it down to you. We're going to tell you all these cards. We've shared a lot of these cards. There's links in the bio below. There's links in the description of this video below to get you all that information also, and where to buy these tickets. You can click each of their websites, their Facebook pages. They're going to get tickets. You can get tickets before the show, and at most of these, you can still buy tickets at the door. But it's going to be a fun time. You all want to come out, check out all these shows, starting with November 17th, this Sunday. Still Hungry, unless you're going to go out Friday to Phoenix Pro Wrestling at the Phoenix Theater in Petaluma, California, 10-year anniversary show. That's going to be a big deal.
Oh yeah, that's a lot of fun, folks. Let's have fun. Let's enjoy wrestling. Let's get out and enjoy the wrestling.
Yes. Don't think about it. Just have fun. That's what we all need to do.
Yeah.
And enjoy the opportunity and the time and everything that's coming. It's going to be an amazing adventure. It's going to be an amazing time. And we thank you all for tuning in. We thank anybody who came in the chat. We thank you all for enjoying this later. So remember, for the Value Wrestling, November 17th, Sunday, Sunday, SPW Still Hungry, Canned Food Drive. Bring out all those non-perishable items you have hidden in the back of your cabinet that you're never going to eat. You just have there because you don't know what to do with it. Load it into the bags. Go down to your local grocery outlet. Go down to your Dollar Tree. Go down to your DG, your Dollar General. Go to your Save Mart. Go to your Walmart. Go somewhere and buy some more. Fill another bag. Bring a bag from home. Bring a bag from the store. Let's load up a carload. Let's load up everything we can. Let's fill up truckload after truckload after truckload. Bring it out to SPW Still Hungry on November 17th at the Soccer World Indoor Arena on Kent Street in Elk Grove, California. Come out, donate all that food, grab you a seat. Let's pack this house out. We're going to have an amazing show. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, don't sleep on the Dark Fox Illumide, and don't miss an opportunity to see Jake Summit before he's gone. Before you're sitting at home and watching him on NXT, Monday Night Raw, SmackDown, going, dang, I wish I would have gone to that SPW show and seen him in person. Because then you only might get to see him once in a year when Raw, SmackDown, or NXT comes through the area, ladies and gentlemen. Go see this man. He's already been ID'd. Who's next? We're going to wait and see. But this is an opportunity to see this man. Come out, see the show, bring canned foods, great wrestling, great night of fun. Right before the big, we got a week before Thanksgiving, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a great weekend, and then there's going to be so much more. We're going to have fun. You're going to have fun. Come out. Let's do this. Let's party like it's going out of style. We can't wait. I know I'm excited. And it's going to be a fun time. We're going to be busy this day, but we're still going to be there to say hi to y'all. The Value Wrestling is still going to be there. We got some stuff. We got stickers. We got magnets. We got posters. We're going to be doing it and doing it strong. And there may be a Choppy World Tour, a Choppy event taking place at Still Hungry.
We don't know.
Who knows? And of course, after every major show, we always get with our boy, and he loves doing it. I know it. The Scoop with Scoop. He's going to give you the next rundown of everything that's going on with SPW and how amazing the show is going to be. Ladies and gentlemen, I can guarantee you we're going to be talking about this show for a long time. And then 2025 is going to be a banger of a year because Value Wrestling is going to be busy working with a lot of things. We got a lot of things cooking behind the scenes with SPW that we can't wait to share with you, especially since we're going to be moving in to April of 2025. The 4th April is going to be the SPW 25th anniversary show. 25 years of SPW, ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready for this major event? This is going to be a blowout event. This is going to be a major event. This is going to be a packed house. The fire department, the fire marshal probably going to have to show up and go, you got too many people in this building. But we're going to pack them into the rafters. We're going to pack them into ceilings. If we got to, Scoop, let's get TVs. Let's bring in TVs, and we can put out people in the parking lot, and we can hook up the TV monitors to play live stream of what's going on. Let's SPW 25th anniversary. How often do you get to go to a 25th anniversary show for a wrestling company, ladies and gentlemen? Get ready for that in April, but right now you need to come out to all these events. Every third Sunday in Elk Grove. What else can you ask for? I wonder if we can get I wonder if we could blow out the 25th anniversary show. That we got to move it into a bigger venue.
You know what? That would be a bad idea.
The 25th anniversary SPW. What if we got to take this to a bigger venue? Who knows?
Like I said, we could make this thing an outdoor show if done right.
Oh, I think a 25th anniversary show. I don't think we're WWE Stadium outdoor event. I think this needs to be somewhere indoor in a nice building. I mean, heck, let's take it to Stockton. Let's take it to the arena in Stockton there. Yeah, let's do it. You know what? Take it to the old Civic Center in Stockton there, where wrestling used to take place. Ooh. That could be fun. Where
I
can we
remember
do
going to
this?
Raw during that era.
Oh yeah, there are plenty of places to take this,
Oh man.
ladies and gentlemen. It could be fun. It could be lots of fun. But that's coming up next year, and we got a lot of things cooking that we hope to get going and make happen and make fun. So be ready for all of that. Anything else you want to say, big man?
Well, let's get ready for tomorrow and then build up for Sunday.
Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow with your SmackDown review show. Yes, we know we'll probably be back around for this Monday Night Raw. We know next Monday Night Raw was taped again, but that's okay. We accept that. We know on the 23rd, the Ugly Dojo show and Full Gear are taking place, so we're going to have a busy... there'll be no weekly roundup this Sunday, but the Sunday following will be the weekly roundup, which will cover AEW's Full Gear. And then we move into Survivor Series at the end of November. That'll be fun. Ladies and gentlemen, a lot of stuff going on. December's going to blow up hot and heavy. November's closing out hot and heavy. 2025 or 2024 is going to close out hot and heavy. I can't wait to get to our end of the year show where we get to talk about some of the major events, talk about and recap the year of wrestling for 2024. Name some of our big things. Mr. Z and I are going to sit down. We're going to come up with a list of the top male wrestlers, the top female wrestlers, the top tag teams. We're going to talk about the top independent stars. We're going to have a fun show when it comes to the end of the year show. It's going to be an exciting time. We're going to talk about the best event of the year, which event was set higher than any other show. We still got a couple more to watch before that happens. And then we're going to get you ready for 2025 Royal Rumble, Wrestle Dynasty, Wrestle Kingdom, Stockton Con, WrestleMania 41, SPW's 25th anniversary show, and everybody else that's going to come up in between then. Rumble Warriors Championship Wrestling, Collectible Stampede, Ugly Dojo. So many things to talk about. And we're going to do it here. We're going to do it on the weekly roundup. We're going to do it everywhere on this channel. So be ready. Make sure you hit a like.
Yep, let's go.
Make sure you hit the big thumbs up. Give this video a like. Drop a comment down below. Subscribe if you're not a part of the Value Wrestling family, because we're about to explode into a whole new generation, a whole new level. Ladies and gentlemen, the groundswell is growing. We're changing the landscape of the independent wrestling community, the internet wrestling community. Mr. Z, say goodbye.
Good night, folks.
We'll see you on the next one.